Hello and welcome everyone. This is your weekly reading for the second week of May 2022. I quickly want to thank you all for supporting my new channel, and let's see what Spirit has in store for you this week. All right, Sagittarius, we're starting with the Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So a nice mixture. You got a little bit of everything. You got two nice, powerful standalone cards. So starting out with the Hanged Man. So Sagittarius, you are going to be kind of out of your comfort zone, because it is normally kind of like your rule of thumb, kind of how you live by, a little bit of undisciplined behavior. You like to be a little bit more footloose and fancy free. That Hanged Man is saying that you're going to be able to just step back for a minute, take a pause, stop for a beat, and assess things this week. You're going to be a little bit more mindful about everything you do, thinking about it. And then with your other standalone card, your other power card here, the High Priestess, the High Priestess is also kind of speaking to that, because she's giving you that that sense like you want to stop and listen to and trust your intuition. You're going to be more receptive to your messages from your higher self. So being more in the now, being present and still, and then being able to listen to your inner voice, to your higher self, those two things are going to be your mantra this week. And like I said, a little bit outside of your normal consciousness, your normal behavior, because you are usually, just kind of, hey, go with the flow. This week you are going to go with the flow, but you're also going to be thinking, you're going to be more mindful about what you're doing. So since we're talking about what you're doing, let's talk about what your cards say you're doing this week, Sagittarius. And your action is the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is just saying that you are more open to growth and more open to new ventures. So, and those will probably be something along the realm of success in business, because we do have the King of Pentacles, a nice high money card. So with the Ace of Wands, that potential, just feeling that huge sense of potential. And because this week more than ever, you are really going to be contemplating things that are happening, contemplating things that you want to do. Well, that does speak to being open to something new, being able to create those moments where you can really think, get your creative juices flowing. And then the other action card you have is the Eight of Wands, and that is speaking to being able to handle a lot of things at once. So in this case, because you're stopping to think about things, it will probably make it easier to handle more than one thing at a time automatically. You are going to be more well, like I just said, more able to accomplish things when you know where you want to go. You have a determined path. You know where you want to go. You have thought about this. You have weighed the options, because you've taken the time to really think about it. You are not going at this willy-nilly. You're not just charging at it. You have thought about this, and this is the action, the course of action you're going to take. So let's look at your challenge card, the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords also talks about taking a moment to step back before you make a big decision. So you're going to be more on your game this week, Sagittarius, than you probably have been in a very long time. So it's going to make you feel more comfortable about being out of your comfort zone, because it takes a big person to be able to do something that's uncharacteristic, and it's going to be necessary for you this week, and you're going to rise to the challenge. let's look at your pentacles, since we're talking about challenge and we're talking about action, things you're going to have to do to be more successful going against your nature. With that, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is talking about economic power, harnessing that energy of success, and you are going to feel like your abundance is pretty much guaranteed because you are going out of your comfort zone and you are feeling like you are successful and you feel like you are on the right path, on the right track. You know that you've given this some good thought. You know that you feel like it's going to be for your best interest. And knowing that you've stepped back from the whole situation, looked at it from a lot of different angles, you've given it your time and energy, so you are going to be successful with whatever your endeavors are as far as money goes. So this is a good week to make some big decisions on money, new big purchases, changing your job, anything like that. This is the week for you to concentrate on that because you're going to be spot on. You are going to be very, very in tune with what you need for your financial security and success. So if you've had some thoughts about changing job, big purchases, like I said, anything that's financial, this is the week to contemplate it and maybe make some decisions about it. But let's look at your cups. Your emotional cards, you have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is saying that you are going to be very content with what's going on. So probably the fact that you're handling not being in your comfort zone, feeling proud of yourself about your ability to change when needed, and also that comfort and that contentment in the fact that you are also accomplishing some financial goals, which might also be out of your comfort zone, but you're managing it, you're handling it, and you're doing it this week. And then the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups speaks to friendship, and this would just say to me that, well, this week, because you are taking time to step back, to do things the right way the first time, and you are actually really thinking about decisions that involve money. Perhaps this Three of Cups this time is talking about maybe consulting your friends that you trust in the realm that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with your finances, if you're dealing with being able to be more assertive, anything that you're trying to accomplish this week, seek out your friends, talk with them about things, bounce ideas off of them. So that time that beat that you're taking, you might actually be consulting a friend who's very well versed in that area, or a friend whose information and advice you trust. So that would be part of you learning how to be more able to stop and think about things first. You have to, because you're consulting someone else. You have to let them know what you're thinking, ask the question, and then wait for their response, and then deliberate over their response. So that's definitely going to take some time. So it's going to be easy for you to transition to this because of that. So I definitely see that for you this week, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy Show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships.